Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe for more K-pop audition information and tips like this. Today's video is Can Non-Koreans Audition Part 2. So make sure to watch Part 1 as it does explain a bit more about can non-Koreans audition and pass the audition and become an idol. And also I list the disadvantages of non-Koreans becoming an idol. And in this part 2, I'm going to be answering, I don't look Korean, can I still audition? I don't speak Korean, can I still audition? I don't live in Korea, can I still audition? And being a non-Korean but still East Asian, do I have a better chance? And lastly, what I think about, like personally, what I think about non-Koreans joining the K-pop industry. So make sure to watch part 1 before because I will link it down below, and let's get on with the video. So the first question is, can I audition when I don't really look Korean? And that's a yes, but you are going to have a disadvantage as obviously you are auditioning to be a K-pop idol, and being a non-Korean that doesn't really look Korean, it kind of just makes sense that you have a lower chance than someone who does look Korean. And the next question is, I don't speak Korean, can I still audition and pass? And that is a yes too. Life is going to be a lot more difficult when you don't know Korean, so make sure to learn a bit before you pass the audition is what I would say. I do have a series where I teach you guys Korean coming soon. It's just taking a while to write the scripts and everything, so just watch out for that. In part 1, I do talk a bit more about this, so make sure to watch that as well. And the next question is, being a non-Korean but still East Asian, so that means like Korean, well, obviously Chinese, Japanese, do I have a better chance? Here's like an example I'll give you. Say there are these like different people, they all have the same amount of talent, visual, and personality, so the only difference that they have is their ethnicity. Then the order of most likely to pass to least likely to pass would be like Korean, like half Korean mixed with something else, East Asian, and then other Asians that could honestly pass as East Asian, and then other type of Asians, and then everyone else. So that's kind of like the order, I guess it would be, what companies like look for, from most likely to pass to least likely to pass. But that doesn't mean if you're at the very bottom that you aren't going to pass, because there are still idols out there that are the other, like literally everyone else, but they're still a K-pop idol. So all that to say, yes, you do have a better chance of passing the audition if you are East Asian, compare as to if you're not Asian at all, or other Asians, I guess. So the next question is, what do you personally think about non-Koreans joining the K-pop industry and becoming an idol? And like, I'm totally okay with it. I've mentioned this a lot of times. As long as you kind of like look Korean, fit the Korean beauty standards, and have talent, I'm like all for it. Like for example, Lana, she's a soloist. She definitely does fit the Korean beauty standards and kind of does look Korean, honestly, like mixed Korean maybe, but yeah, she does. And she also has dancing and rapping talents. These skills, like, they all show that she actually took the K-pop training process seriously, like any other K-pop trainee, and she actually appreciates the Korean culture, and she knows about it very well, and she's educated, and she speaks Korean too, which is a plus. So all that to say is, like, she definitely does fit the role of a K-pop idol. She has all of the qualities, and most importantly, she does like respect the Korean culture and all of that. So I think that's totally fine. But I'm not going to name names, but there are some non-Korean idols that, quote-unquote K-pop idols, that don't speak Korean, that don't take the K-pop training system seriously, kind of, is what I feel like, is the feeling that I get from them. I'm not saying that they don't take it seriously at all, but that's just kind of the feeling that I get compared to idols like Lana. And they don't have like astonishing talent, or they don't really fit the Korean beauty standards or look Korean. That's kind of when I get a little bit questionable with idols that are like that don't really fit any of the qualities, or they don't really have respect either. So yes, don't ask me who that idol is, because I'm not really talking about one specific idol either, but that's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah, but like I said, I'm totally all for it. So that's how I feel about it. So other questions that I got from you guys just through comments and things like that are, I am a non-Korean, should I sing a song in English or my own language or in Korean? So I have a video on that where I help you choose, or help you choose a song for your audition for singing, dancing, and rapping. So you can watch those two videos for that, because it does depend, like I said, so make sure to watch that for more detail, I guess. And another question that I get often is, are there opportunities for non-Koreans to audition? And if so, what are they? So firstly, I guess they would be the most common ones for non-Koreans to audition is the online auditions. So this could be the one-on-one Zoom auditions that recently opened. This could be, you know, just the regular form kind of auditions, and they could also be the email auditions. I do have videos on all of them, so I do have a playlist called audition tutorials where I just kind of give you tutorials for all of the online auditions and that are open currently. Just check the date, I guess, that I mentioned in the video. They are almost all of them open. So those are the companies that you can audition for online, which is honestly the best, but they might have the least chance of passing because one-on-one, like face-to-face public auditions, they do give you more of a chance to show your skill, I would say, so that you have a better chance. A lot of the public auditions or weekly auditions or monthly auditions that used to be like actually live and in person, they are closed because obviously, and I guess that's not really better for non-Koreans either because they usually all tend to be in Korea or places like LA, New York. But a lot of the companies before the current situation used to open global auditions as well. So they would go to all around the world almost, and they would do global auditions, just kind of like public auditions. And you can kind of see videos on YouTube where they joined a public global audition and their experience with that. It's basically the same as public auditions in Korea except they are global. So those kind of opportunities are open. Maybe they'll open them once again, but currently, like for SM, let's say, opening weekly and monthly auditions that are online, but they are one-on-one, very similar, except it's not in person. So you can watch my audition tutorials, experience videos, because I did audition for that as well, all of that, because they are good opportunities for you to audition for those. So I guess those are all that are open currently. Obviously, Koreans do have more opportunities because there are more auditions that open in Korea rather than globally, because obviously, like, the money itself is pretty expensive, and number two, it's just easier in general. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope it did help you. Make sure to subscribe for more K-pop audition tips and information like this. But currently, because of the I don't think I can say it, so panorama. Comment down this emoji if you made it to here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!